Welcome, Chvrches, to Benicassim 2013 Hero Clash magazine. Nice to see you. You've just flown in from Germany. If you had glasses, they'd probably be steamed up by now.
Yeah, pretty much. It's nice to be here. It's still really hot. I wasn't expecting this.
Well, it is like midnight or something.
I know. But it is. It's fine. We're a wee bit tired. We've been sleeping at the hotel, but we're ready to go. It's good.
It's going to be fine. You've had a summer of festivals, have you? Has it been quite brutal?
Well, it's really just starting to get going. But the last weekend, that's been a lot. We've been on the Depeche Mode tour. We've been trying to do that and then fit in all the festivals and stuff.
Right.
So it's such a busy time, but you can't really say no to Depeche Mode, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, I was going to say, I mean, you're a very modern synth pop act in a very 21st century way, but you know there are a bunch of influences that you kind of wear on your sleeve. I guess Depeche Mode is one of them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Does it feel like a bit of a box you've ticked, cruising with them?
Absolutely, it feels like a pure lifetime box, you know, one that you dream of as a kid. And well, we haven't met them yet, so hopefully we'll get to meet them before the end of the tour.
We've seen them walking around, but not properly met them yet.
Those must be some really big venues.
Yeah, they're pretty big, but I think it's nice to have diversity and play different kinds of shows and stuff. So.
Sure. What about you, Lauren? Your last band was a folk band, or folk-y?
No.
Loads of people say that.
No, I think it's just because it has a girl in it that was wearing a dress, and they were like, oh my god, she probably plays fiddle or something. But no, it was kind of post-rock stuff.
Okay.
So, sorry, I cut you off. You were going to say something.
Quite rightly so. No, you stepped into, you sort of moved from one end of the spectrum to the other, if you like, and inhabited very smoothly this sort of Glaswegian synth pop world that you're now in. You're a very multi-talented lady anyway. Has this just come as you know, an easy step for you, or?
I think it helps that we've all been in bands before, as you say. Like if this was the first band anyone's been in, and we were doing stuff like this, I think it'd be a bit scary. But we're just trying to stick to what we know, which is like writing songs and playing shows and doing that kind of thing. And I kind of figure you should put as much effort into shows if you were playing to like 20 people on a Tuesday night in Glasgow as you would into like stuff like Benicassim, because otherwise what's the point in performing if you're not going to put in the same amount of work, I guess?
You'll see in due course when you step out on stage, but there's a very large number of people here.
Oh, really?
And when you step out in front of these stages, then it's you can see a very long way. And there's crowds right to the back. I mean, as opposed to King Tut's in Glasgow or the Tunnel or somewhere. Have you played some very small places, some very big places?
Well, the more we progress, when we're doing a bigger show, we always try to fit in a small show, especially in the US, like we're in New York and Los Angeles. We'll put on like a sort of big night and a small night, because we like a bit of both, do you know what I mean? But not that we're getting anywhere near the level of Depeche Mode at this point, like or festivals of this size, but I figure that after a while it just looks like a matte painting or like a bunch of dots. You only notice the first 10 rows, everyone else is just like blotting them out, it's fine.
Like a kind of impressionist painting.
Yeah. Like they used to do in movies in the 80s when they couldn't afford the effects. You know?
A cheap backdrop.
Yeah.
Are any of you really real? I saw you at Village Underground a couple of months ago in London. It's a great show. I particularly appreciated your rap.
Oh, thanks.
I hope we're going to have something similar busted out tonight.
Probably not. I think it was just because the people that we had done the karaoke with that involved the rap were in the building, but they're not at Benicassim, so sadly no. It has to be in context, otherwise you're just making a dick out yourself. Can I say dick? I don't know. I've done it.
We can bust in some karaoke fans to your dressing room if that will help.
Let's do it. We're going to do
problem.
Buffalo Stance by Nina Cherry. It's going to be
That's
amazing.
pretty good. Or 7 seconds away. That's pretty good.
Not
I
as
think
much
you
rapping in
probably
that one,
crush
but-
some more Lil Kim, frankly.
Yeah.
Thanks. Well, she's back apparently. I read
back?
a thing about her in the
Nina Cherry?
Lil Kim.
Oh,
I read a thing about her in the Guardian Guide because she was playing at Lockbox or something.
Oh wow.
And she did not enjoy the interview from what I can tell.
Who Lil Kim?
Oh dear.
Lauren, you're the proud owner of, it seems, a whole bunch of different careers.
Not good at any of them necessarily. Mediocre at many.
Pop seems a Jill of all trades, if you will. Pop seems to have been the one you've settled on now. Have you got any desire to maybe dip your toe back into award-winning journalism or perhaps even law sometime in the future?
I think I left a lot of stuff behind quite a long time ago, but I'm still writing and doing stuff on that other front, but it's hard to do full-time journalism work and do this because it's quite busy. So yeah, I guess we're all just really lucky that we have the opportunity to do this kind of stuff. So don't look a gift horse in the mouth and just try, cross your fingers and see what happens.
Lauren, Ian, Martin, thanks very much. Chvrches, the Benicassim 2013. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Cheers. Looking forward to seeing you.
Thanks very much, man.